Good morning to one and all. Today we see second paper statistics 14th chapter. This statistics is a branch of mathematics subject. In this statistics, whatever the information given, that information is called data. The information is called as data. So, by using these data, we have to calculate someone. So, what we have to calculate means before that one, the given data is in the form of numerical there, otherwise in the form of pictorial there. So, in an exam, out of 20 marks, 5 students got 10, 19, 20, 3 and 5 marks. In that, the highest value is 20 and the least value is 3. So, in this the difference between the maximum value minus minimum value, that means 20 minus 3. So, the maximum minimum values difference is 17. This difference is called range. So, range of the data equal to, for this data, 17. So, in this model we calculate the range of the data, and here these given data observed, that is small numbers and only 5, about 5 members given, means that is simple this one. So, if in an exam there will be written out of 100 students, if we written these data, then the type of these data are called raw data, and this raw data to 100 members to written one is for calculating purpose some difficult. So, in that cases we have to distributed the raw data into some classes. So, that classes are called class intervals. That classes are called class intervals. For example, if we taken out of 100 marks, for the student got marks will be divided as class intervals 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 90, 91 to 100. So, this model we dividing the class intervals. Now, in that 1 to 10 class interval, how many students got below 10 marks, that members will be writing. For example, 1 to 10 there will be got 3 members, and 11 to 20 5 members there. So, this model, if we written the values between these marks class intervals, that information is called frequency of the data. That information is called frequency of the data. Next, in that class intervals, that for a class interval I am taking 31 to 40. In that 31 to 40 class interval, the lower limit and upper limit we have to calculate. In that class interval, the least value is 31. So, this 31 is called lower limit. and the highest value of this class interval is 40. So this 40 is called upper limit. Okay, in this model the given class interval's least value is called lower limit and the highest value is called upper limit of that class intervals. For a class interval 61 to 40, the least value is 61. So its lower limit is 61 and the upper limit is 70. Why? Because the maximum value is 70. In the case of 91 to 100 class interval, the upper limit is 100 and the lower limit is 91. Okay. And here in that class interval, how many values we taking, that values is called class length, otherwise class width. So in this class interval 1 to 10 we taking up to 10 marks. In 11 to 20 we taking 11 to 20 means here also calculate, that is up to 10 marks only calculating. So in this case the class length or height of the class or class width is 10 only. So it is also class called height of the class. Height of the class also it is called. Okay. Next, for a class interval 41 to 50 and 51 to 60, in this 51 to 60 class interval lower limit is 51 and the 41 to 50 class interval upper limit is 50. Upper limit is 50. So the average of 50 and 51 values, that equal to 101 by 2. 101 by 2 equal to, that is nothing but 50.5. So this 50.5 is called boundary. Boundary of the class intervals 41 to 50 and 51 to 40. So for the class interval 41 to 50, this boundary 50.5 is called upper boundary. And for the class interval 51 to 60, that value is called 50.5 is lower boundary. That means upper boundary of a class interval is lower boundary of the next class interval. Okay, in this model we calculating the boundaries. If we taking the class interval 21 to 30, the lower limit of this class interval is 21 and the upper limit of the class interval is 30, and the average of these two class intervals 21 plus 30, 21 plus 30 equal to 51, 51 by 2 equal to 25.5. So this 25.5 is called class mark, otherwise it is also called as mid value of the class. In this statistics chapter, for finding the raw data to set as this frequency distribution table model group data, taking that group data to we find some values, so that are called central tendencies. And in statistics, here our two, there three types of central tendencies, and that three types are: first one is mean, second one is mode, and the third one is median. This mean is also called as arithmetic mean. Now we calculating the first central tendency, mean. So first we seeing about mean. So mean is also called as arithmetic mean. We said in our general form that mean is called average. So for calculating mean in raw data, first we observing. In raw data, how like we calculate the mean. So we already know average of an data equal to sum of the observations by number of observations. Okay. For a given data, the observations are x1, x2, x3, x4 up to so on xn. Then the mean of the data equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 up to so on plus xn by, and the number of observations here is n, that means n we taking. Okay, so the mean am x bar equal to, so here sum of the n values, xn values taken, that means summation x by n. In this method we calculating the mean of the data for given in raw means. Okay, for this we see by one problem. Here given a problem, find the mean of prime numbers which are less than 30. So first we writing prime numbers less than 30. So prime numbers less than 30 are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 and 29. Now if here we observed how many numbers are there, means there are 10 numbers. So number of observations equal to 10. Our to ask to find mean. So mean of the data equal to, we know sum of the observations by number of observations. So mean equal to sum of observations by number of observations. And here the observations are 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 11 plus 13 plus 17 plus 19 plus 23 plus 29 by number of observations 10. Sum of these all numbers is equal to 129. 129 by 10 equal to 12.9. So the mean of prime numbers less than 30 is 12.9. Here given the another problem is Pratyusha stated that the average of first 10 odd numbers is also 10. Do you agree with her? Justify your answer given. So here average of first 10 odd numbers is also 10. So here we want to calculate average of first 10 odd numbers. So average of first 10 odd numbers finding purpose, first we writing first 10 odd numbers. Are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 and 19. Already given there are 10 numbers. So find the average of first 10 odd numbers asked. So average of first 10 odd numbers, average is nothing but mean. Already here we said. So the mean of first 10 odd numbers, for finding that purpose, the principle is sum of all observations by number of observations. And here sum of the observations 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 17 and plus 19 by the number of observations is 10. So sum of all these terms equal to 100. 100 by 10 equal to 10. So here average of the data is get as 10. And here also given that is 10 only. So Pratyusha stated one is correct only. So Pratyusha stated correct. So do you agree with her or not asked? So I agree with her. So in this model we calculate the mean of the given data. If it is raw data means, if there will be given group data, then how we calculated the mean. So for calculating the mean there are three types of principles. One is direct method, second one is deviation method, and the third one is step deviation method. So in these three methods, any one method we have to take and calculate the mean of the data for a group data. Direct method, deviation method and step deviation method. In this first one is direct method, that one now we see. For finding mean of group data we see first direct method say. So in that direct method have we calculated the mean means for the given data the observations are of the data are x1, x2, x3 up to so on xn. For the observations are x1, x2, x3 up to so on, and the corresponding frequencies of the data are f1, f2, f3 up to so on fn respectively. So for the observations x1, x2, x3 so on xn to corresponding frequencies are f1, f2, f3 up to so on fn respectively. That means x1's data corresponding frequency is f1, x2 corresponding data frequency is f2, x3 observations corresponding data's frequency is f3, and xn observations corresponding frequency is fn. Then mean of the data equal to the product of f1 x1 and f2 x2 and f3 x3 up to so on fn xn's sum by f1 f2 f3 up to so on fn. That means the sum of the frequencies. So simply we will abbreviate it as summation fx by summation f. So here this symbol is nothing but summation. So here sum of the products of f and x, that means frequencies and the observations, by sum of the frequencies calculated means that is nothing, division doing means that is nothing but mean in direct method. So now we see for a problem to finding mean. The height of 12 members of a family are given below in the table. Height in feet, number of family members given. 5 feet height to 3 members, with 5.2 feet height 4 members, with 5.4 height 3 members, with 5.6 height 2 members are present. Now find the mean height of the family members. So here we want to find mean. So for finding mean we use direct method. By direct method we finding the mean. So the principle for calculating the mean by direct method, that is the principle is summation fx by summation f. So here we want to find sum of the product of frequency and observation x, and sum of the frequencies we have to calculate, and here the given height is nothing but x, and the given number of families are nothing but the frequency. So now that one writing 5, 3, 5.2, 4, 5.4, 3, 5.6, 2, and calculating fx. So fx equal to 5, 3 product 15 and 5.2 into 6 4, 5.2 into 4 nothing but 20.8, 5.4 into 3 that is 16.2, 5.6 into 2 that is 11.2. Now sum of the frequencies is 12 and sum of the product of frequencies and observations is 10, 12 and 11, 12, 13. That means 3, 4, 5, 6, 63.2. So by using direct method, the principle is in that direct method for finding mean. equal to summation fx by summation f, and here the summation fx is 63.2 by summation f equal to 12. So with 12, 63.2 so here summation fx is 63.2 and summation f equal to 12. If we divide 63.2 plus with 12, then we get 5.2666, that 6 is repeated, so we will take 5.27 average mean of the data. So mean height of the family members of this data equal to 5.27 feet, and the problem is to find the concentration of SO2 in the air. The data was collected for 30 localities in a certain city and is presented below. Concentration of SO2 in ppm. ppm means in parts per million. In million parts, how many parts of SO2, sulfur dioxide, is presented, that is calculated. 0.00 to 0.04 in the frequency is 4 cities there. 0.04 to 0.08 is 9. 0.08 to 0.12 is 9. 0.12 to 0.16 are 2 cities. 0.16 to 0.20 SO2 ppm cities are 4, and 0.20 to 0.20 concentration SO2 is presented in 2 cities. Now find the mean concentration of SO2 in the air. So here if we observe the data to frequency are very less values, so we can calculate through direct method. So the direct method to find mean, the principle is summation fx by summation f. So here we have to take f, x and their product we want to do. Here before problem 2, x value is given, f value is given. Here f value given, but x value is not given. Here given one is class intervals. So by using that class intervals, we have to find the class mark. X is nothing but class mark. Class mark means already we said that is the mid value of the given data of class interval. So by using the class interval we find it. So first we writing the given information. Okay. So first one, class interval. Second one, frequency. By that frequency we find class mark, that is nothing but x, and finding fx. The given data is 0.00 to 0.04, 0.04 to 0.08, 0.08 to 0.12, 0.12 to 0.16, 0.16 to 0.20, 0.20 to 0.24, and here the frequencies of this data are 4, 9, 9, 2, 4 and 6. Not 6, that is 2 only given. And the class mark means already we said the average of lower and upper limit. So it is nothing but 0 only, and 0 plus 0.04, that is 0.04 only. 0.04 to half means that is 0.02. Next 0.04 and 0.08 addition is 0.12. 0.12 to average is 0.06. The sum of 0.08 and 0.12 is 0.20. 0.20 to average is 0.10. Next 0.12 plus 0.16 equal to 0.28. 0.28 to average is 0.14. 0.16, 0.20 addition is 0.36. Their average is 0.18. 0.20, 0.24, their average is 0.44. That one's average is 0.44 by 2 means 0.22. Now the product of f and x is 4 into 0.02, that is 0.08. Next 9 into 0.06, that is 0.54. 9 into 0.10, that is 0.90. 2 into 0.14, that is 0.28. and 4 into 0.18, that is nothing but 0.72. 2 into 0.02, that is 0.44. Okay, now sum of the frequencies and sum of the frequencies of fx is summation f is nothing but 30. Already here given for the 30 localities. Okay, now finding the summation fx equal to 2.96. The summation fx value is 2.96. Now we finding the mean by using direct method. So by the direct method, for finding mean, the principle is summation fx by summation f, and here summation fx is nothing but 2.96 and the summation f is 30. Now 2.96 is dividing with 30, we get 0.9866 up to so on. That means we can write 0.99. Okay, so mean of this data is nothing but 0.99. So the mean concentration of SO2 in air in 30 cities, 30 localities given of a city, 30 localities is 0.99 ppm. So in this method, through direct method, we find the mean of a given data. We find the mean through deviation method. So the deviation method, to find mean of a given data to the principal mean equal to a plus summation ft by summation f. So the mean x bar equal to a plus summation ft by summation f, and here the values substituting a, f, d, f2, what are that one indicating? Once we see a means that is nothing but assumed mean, f means frequency, d means deviation. So here deviation is nothing but xi minus a. We already know x means that is nothing but class mark, and a means already we said assumed mean. So here for the given grouped frequency data to any one value, frequency 1 we filled as that is the mean. So that will be only taken as assumed mean. By that assumed mean, we calculating d value as x minus a. So by the product of f and d dividing with summation of the frequencies and add assumed mean, then we get mean of the value through deviation method. Now we see one problem through deviation method finding the mean. Here given a problem, consider the following distribution of daily wages of 50 workers of a factory. Daily wages in rupees, that is 200 to 50 up to 400 to 450 given. Number of workers given. Find the mean daily wages of the workers of the factory by using an appropriate method. So here daily wages and number of workers was 200 to 250, 12 members, 250 to 300 rupees, taking members 14, 300 rupees to 350 rupees, undertaken 8 members, 350 to 400 rupees, taking 6 members, and 400 to 450 rupees as daily wage, taken 10 members workers there. Now find the mean of this data. Now finding the mean through deviation method. So for deviation method, we have to calculate a, f, d and summation f, summation ft. And before to we already know that the given information is as class interval and the number of workers is indicating frequency. So now we writing the class interval and frequency. Class interval and frequency will be taking as class interval is 200 to 250, 250 to 300, 300 to 350 and 350 to 400, 400 to 450, and their corresponding frequencies are 12, 14, 8, 6 and 10. So this frequency is nothing but f. So sum of the frequencies if we calculate that is 50, sum of the frequencies, and the value is here only already given. So sum of the frequencies is 50, and we have to calculate FD values. So F value we know, so D value finding purpose, here T equal to, we know that xi minus a, x means that is class mark, so here we have to find class mark x equal to, we already know that the class mark is nothing but average of the lower and upper intervals. The average of lower and upper intervals is called class mark. So now we calculated the class mark. So 200 to 250, their addition is 450, 450 to half, that is 225, 450 to half is 225. Next 250 to 300, 250 to 300 addition is 550, 550 to half is 275. Next 300 to 350 is 650, 650 to half is 325. Next 350 to 400, their addition is 750, 750 to half is 775. Next 400 to 450, their addition is 850, 850 to half, so here 7 we written wrong, that is 375. 400 to 450 means 850, 850 to half is 425. Now by using this one, now we have to calculate D value. So we already said D is nothing but xi minus a. So now we have to take one value as assumed mean. So which value we taking in that class mark assumed means, so in that frequencies, what is the highest frequency, that highest frequencies corresponding class mark will be taken as assumed mean a. So in that frequencies, the highest frequency is 14. So 14 frequency corresponding class mark is 275. So that 275 will be taken as assumed mean. So now calculating D value. D value is nothing but xi minus a. So xi minus a. Now first here x equal to 225. 225 minus 275, that means that is nothing but minus 50. Next 275 minus 275, that equal to 0. Next xi minus a, 325 minus 275, that equal to 50. Next 375 minus 275, that equal to 100. Next 425 minus 275, that equal to 150. So next D after we have to calculate FD. FD values calculating. So that FD means product of frequency and the deviations. 12 into minus 50, that is minus 600. 14 into 0, that is 0. 8 into 50, 400. 6 into 100, 600. 10 into 150, that is 1500. So now sum of these values is, so here plus 600 there, here minus 600 there, so 600 minus 600 equal to 0. That means 400 plus 1500 is nothing but 1900. That is the summation of FD value. So now finding the mean of the given data. So mean equal to A plus summation FD by summation F through deviation method. So here A value is nothing but 275 and summation F equal to 50 and summation FD equal to 1900. So now we present here that values 275 plus summation FD equal to 1900 by summation F equal to 50. So that one dividing 1900 plus dividing 1900 by 50 equal to 0 cancel, 5 190 divided by 5. So 5 3s are 15. So we remain 4. 4 means 40. 5 8s are 40. 275 plus 38 equal to 313. So mean of the given data through deviation method is 313. So our to ask find the mean daily wages of the workers. So mean daily wage of the workers equal to 313 rupees.